St. Louis has been gifted great sports fans. Some say the best, but great teams are not always a given. Tonight, we're also looking beyond sports, even beyond downtown, at a growing desire to bring visitors into the many neighborhoods that make this city unique. Nathan Vickers takes us to the Delmare Loop, one of the top destinations outside of downtown, and a neighborhood that could be a seed for better connections through the city.
Running a bar is never easy, even in a neighborhood like the Loop.
To be honest, there's been challenges. On a street like this, you need a walkable community where people can have dinner, go have a couple drinks, see a show.
For Sean Conroy, the co-owner of International Tap House, the start of baseball season is a perk for his locations on Delmar and in Soulard.
Obviously, like any other season, the better they do, the better we do.
But a busy bar through the playoffs is never a guarantee. He's tailored his bars to more of a year-round crowd.
Being so far from the stadium, you can't depend on them, but it is a nice little extra when it comes to them playing well and people getting excited about them in and around the city.
For him, building interest in the city means thinking beyond baseball.
And that's really kind of the thing we all need to focus on as a city, and trying to get people to come down and have a good time when there's not a ball game.
Part of that means building off of the city's many historic neighborhoods and districts like the Loop that offer unique music and culture.
That's kind of a challenge that this city and this region really needs to look at, that how do we bring all of these great neighborhoods together.
The Loop is one of the city's most frequented neighborhoods outside of downtown. Samantha Smagala, the director of the Community Improvement District, says they get an average of 10,000 to 15,000 daily visitors. They also saw a 40% drop in crime last year.
I think the Loop has amazing momentum right now.
What do you think is behind that momentum?
For one, we are in an area of the city that's starting to see some population growth.
She, too, sees a need for St. Louis to showcase its diverse neighborhoods and culture.
When you think about visiting a city, you kind of go straight to downtown. What's downtown? But there's so much more that can be offered here in St. Louis. We have many vibrant neighborhoods and areas that should be celebrated. So I'm excited about the future of that.
Part of the puzzle is creating better connections. Loop trolley ridership has actually grown in the last 2 seasons thanks to a new mobile app and coordination with big events like the Balloon Glow. Delmar is also about to undergo a major streetscaping project to improve the pedestrian experience.
We are seeing growth in the neighborhoods, and we need to create infrastructure that supports and responds to that.
That's an area where Conroy sees an opportunity for growth, too.
Obviously, it begins with transportation, ease of transportation. Metro's great, but I don't think it's the greatest.
ITAP also has 2 locations in the Kansas City area, one of which is near the KC streetcar line, a 6-mile linear route through its downtown that's free to ride.
It's easy, it's right in front of your face, and it goes right down Main Street.
KC opened the line 10 years ago using federal funds and a special taxing district. It recently extended to the Plaza shopping area and UMKC campus in the fall. I reached out to Tom Guerin, the director of the Streetcar Authority. What drove those expansions?
Instead of just having the streetcar be a downtown-only circulator, we really envisioned this as part of a regional plan to be the spine of a regional system.
This spring, another expansion will run along the Missouri riverfront to the KC Current Women's Soccer Stadium. They're projecting more than 4 million trips for this year. Who's taking those trips?
We have downtown employment, and now we're connecting with the expansion, the Country Club Plaza and the university. So we have employment and education in a growing residential population downtown once again, which wasn't the case 10 years ago. It's a paradigm shift for Kansas City, right? Once thought 10 years ago before we opened that we were too auto-centric, that people wouldn't ride the streetcar. And what we found is people have leaned into the early success of our system.
Thinking bigger than sports, or even thinking bigger than tourism, what's the lesson here for other U.S. cities, maybe including St. Louis?
It's really about the long-term view. These are long-term investments. They take staying power. You know, be intentional about your vision and be prepared to stay the course.
With the right funding and vision, Conroy could see the Loop trolley evolving to meet its true potential.
If it could actually go to Central West End, if it could actually go to Midtown, if it could actually go to at least to Union Station and the city stadium, the soccer stadium, I think that would be a huge benefit.
Another key is improving perceptions about crime in the city.
Safety also needs to be a huge issue. To not only come down for a Cardinal or a Blues game or a City game, but to come down just to hang out and enjoy all the great restaurants and all the great bars and all the great entertainment this city truly does have.
For him, moving forward means progress across St. Louis.
It's had a little tough go, but I really feel a spirit, not only here on the Loop, but all around the city, a really spirit of rising and coming back to the great city that it truly was.
Just so you know, First Alert Forward will return next week. Over the next couple of days, our team here at 4 will be covering all the excitement around the St. Louis Cardinals home opener and, of course, the start of the 2026 season. How do you think the city can attract visitors downtown and beyond all year round? Email us right now at forward@firstalertforward.com.